we would like to talk a little bit about the starships now. Danny, would you please ask some good questions that, like you always do? And he tunes in. He tunes in to all these people, whoever you are, and asks your question. Okay, Danny.
Yes, of course. Okay. Well, my question to the Arcturians and our star family in this now would be, once we have been able to connect with Gaia so intimately, how can we get further in touch with this feeling to open our perceptual fields to the starships? And what are some of the roles that the starships are playing in this now with our consciousness?
Okay. Now, with our consciousness, we can choose to believe, because you cannot perceive what you do not believe, because your brain will just say, no, that's not real, what's wrong, you're crazy, and then you won't perceive it. And so it takes a leap of faith. Can you be that weirdo person that actually believes in starships? Well, I don't know. I've been talking about starships since I think I was the first blog, the first the website. I was the first website up. And I was the first website up because the higher beings told me to make a website. And I said, well, what's a website? I don't know what a website is. And they said, don't worry. And then just a few minutes later, after I finished meditating, the phone rang, and it was a girlfriend, and I told her that. And I said, that's so weird. And she said, oh, I know what a website is. I'll make one for you. She made the whole website for me for free. And these are the kinds of things that happen when you're in the flow. When you're in the flow, the miracles come to give you a kiss. And gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. You know, what you are grateful for, you can hold it within your aura. You can carry it within your memory. You can beat your heart with it. You can step the steps that you said that you would do when you had that weird experience that, oh, that was too weird, I don't need to do it. But wait, I feel really sad if I don't do it. So maybe I do need to do it. Because people don't know what's missing until they see what they could have.
Yes. So what would you, the Arcturians, advise for us to do once we get to that point of releasing the fear and seeing the love in the light in the sky?
You can say, like little children used to say when they looked up to the sky and saw the airplanes and said, take me with you, take me with you. And yes, you can't go with them. You are with them because you are all multidimensional beings. And maybe somebody has tons of money, but they only use just a small percentage of their money. That's their choice. And a multidimensional being, tons of multidimensional beings. And if you can only use a little bit of that multidimensional being, at least until you get used to it, because you will get used to it and you will like it and you will want more and more and more. And if you need to not tell people because you're afraid they'll judge you, don't tell them. And then at some point in time, you're not going to care what they think. And you're going to want to share it because you know that it's right. And you know that you volunteered to share the wealth with others. And to allow people to go through the, oh, that's too crazy, that couldn't happen. Could it? Did that happen? We could really? Nah, no, that could never happen. I don't even want to think that. That's ridiculous. Who said that? Okay. So people need to go through that. They had to make it their process. It's their process. And they will get to their process in the time and in the place and in the manner that works for them. And there is no right way, there is no wrong way. There's just your own way. you don't have to force yourself to believe anything. It can just be your imagination, because you can use that word. It feels a little better. Oh, I just imagined it. But imagination is fifth-dimensional communication, fifth-dimensional perception, fifth-dimensional reality. But you don't have to face that yet. You could just say, okay, I had this weird thing that happened. And so I'm going to actually take people on a little trip through the ship. Okay. So what I ask you to do right now is that you look down at your feet and you see what kind of shoes or boots or whatever you have on your feet. And then you follow up your legs. And do you have pants? Do you have a skirt? What color? What's it look like? And then you move up to your waist. Do you have a belt? Whatever. And then up to your chest. And see that. And look at your hands and your arms. And look at what you're walking on, because you're walking. And if you look to your left, you will see that you're going down like a hallway, but it's only a hallway on one side. One side there's doors, and people could go into the doors and have different meetings, etc. And the other side is all these big windows. And you look out these big windows and you see outer space. And you feel how outer space is on one side of you and business as usual in a fifth-dimensional energy is on the other side of you. And you are both. You are able to believe and therefore able to perceive, not so much that, okay, now you're going to see every starship that ever is. No, you will be able to believe that just maybe there is higher dimensional beings that resonate to the fifth dimension and beyond, and have ships that resonate to the fifth dimension and beyond. And maybe in my fifth dimensional self, which is my higher self, which is like the here and the now, the time and the space, they blend into one. Things aren't separate in those higher frequencies like they're separate in the lower frequencies. And so look down at your shoes and down at what you're walking on. Are you walking on like a rug? You're walking on some other kind of surface? Look up your body. Do you have pants on, skirt on, long, something long down to your knees down, and up to your waist? And do you have a belt or an ornament or something around your waist? Give you a moment to check it out. And then moving up to your stomach area. And the stomach area has a lot to tell you. That stomach area tells you you're hungry, you're full, good idea, bad idea. Yeah, okay, thank you, stomach area, for helping me to understand myself. And then up into your heart chakra. And feel the love. Feel the love that is all around you in this starship. Because the beings on the starship only know of love. They have evolved beyond that which is not love, and therefore they live within love. And then you move into your throat, and you know that you can speak the truth, and you can begin by speaking this truth to yourself. And the more you speak this truth to yourself, the more you write about this truth, the more you share it maybe with a dear friend that isn't going to laugh or make you feel nervous, the more, maybe this is real. Maybe it's not just no. Well, maybe. And then you go through all this maybe, yes, no. And then one day you wake up and like, Oh, yes, of course. Of course. This is real. I am real, and what I am believing, perceiving, remembering, knowing is also real. And because it's real, I have perceptions I didn't have before. I can kind of look around and know if that would be a person I could share this with or not. And I can look around and see if, oh, maybe there's something that's dying in the earth and I'll take it out, and something is thirsty in the earth and I'll give it water. You'll begin to like talk to the world, talk to everything, and enjoy watching a bird flying in the sky and landing in its nest, and can't wait for the little babies to wake up and go chirp, 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 chirp. And all these things are all free. These are all free things. Doesn't cost you a penny. None of this does. It just costs some time. So some of the time that you're maybe doing nothing, maybe you're bored, maybe you're doing something you don't really want to do, maybe you could just take that time out for a while and go into this time, this multi-dimensional, higher dimensional core of the planet. Made that word up. Now, moving in to the now of the one.
Yes, thank you for helping us to open our fields now as everyone adapts to these flows, to these increases of energy. Again, just be mindful of your own selves, of if you're feeling tired, or if you need to take a break, or if you need to do something else, because remember that we also came here to be human too. So there are going to be times where we need to pay attention to our bodies and we need to do third dimensional activities, and that's okay, because that doesn't change the fact that who you are at your core is the same all throughout your experiences. And what you experience in a meditation or in these visualization exercises, these fifth dimensional exercises that the Arcturians and Sue are leading us through, that doesn't just go away after you're done watching the video or after you're done meditating or experiencing what you're experiencing. That energy field, because now we're talking in terms of energy, stays with you. So it is the now to go and express and to share this beautiful multidimensional energy field that you have, that is now stronger because you believed that you had it, and you believed that you could increase it and expand it. So, Sue, Arcturians, would you like to close out our conversation today?
We, the Arcturians, would like to commend our beautiful, courageous, handsome, wonderful warriors for the light. And there are many, many warriors for the light. And all of you, dear warriors, you could have stayed in your cozy fifth dimensional world, but no. Gaia called. Gaia, your beloved sister, Gaia, known as Earth, called out an SOS. Help me, please. I am sick. I am sick. I need your help. And she is sick now, mantling this energy field and helping us to think in terms of cause and effect. That if you want nature to be healthy, you have to be healthy on that nature. You need to love that nature. You need to embrace that nature. You need to listen to, oh, it's time to water this, that, and the other. No, don't water that. It's time, oh, have you seen the sunset? Oh, amazing. Go out of your way to see the sunset, to look out over the ocean. Of course, now people are sheltered in their homes, but you can get pictures of these things and you can print them out and you can put them up. And please, we do say follow the rules that people are putting out. Just because it's not that bad to be in your home and whatever else is happening, it really gives you a time of deep self-introspection. And is what they're saying, is it true? Is it not true? Well, for now you have to think of it as true, because if you go out there and take a risk, that is not a good idea. And if later on you find out that it wasn't true, then look at all that wonderful time that you were alone at home with your family and or with yourself. And there's usually a reason for things. That things just don't pop out of nowhere and just do whatever. There's a place where it begins. There's a place where it grows. There's a place where it flourishes or where it dies off. And that goes for the virus, and that goes for us, the humans. And what is our interaction? And love, love, love. Love for yourself, love for your planet. And blaze, blaze, blaze a violet fire, transmuting all shadow into light, light.